Men, I think it's safe to say that women are finally waking up. They're finally starting to get it. Too little, too late, perhaps, but they are starting to get it. For example,
one thing I don't understand is how misandry, blindly hating all men, has somehow become a trend.
oh, darling, that's an easy one. So easy, I can't believe I have to actually explain it to you. The word you're looking for is feminism. Feminism is what made hating men trendy. The very feminism that guides you, manipulates you, and controls you. The feminism that promised you the world, a lifetime of happiness if you just hated men, if you mocked them, laughed at them, ridiculed them, dismissed them, and demeaned them. Only now you're finally starting to realize that the end result of all that is that the happiness you were promised, if you did it all, isn't a reality, but a complete and utter fantasy.
It's like being bitter, loud, clearly scorned, and proud about it is somehow a badge of female empowerment.
Yeah, because that's what feminism made it. Feminism made it into a badge of honor. I mean, it's pretty obvious to anyone with half a brain, so how you all don't know that is mind-blowing, to say the least.
And if you don't join the chorus, if you're fair to men, or God forbid you like a man, suddenly you're a pick-me.
Pick-me, traitor, on the nicer side, tradwife. The list is endless, and again, let me say it for those in the back. Those all came from feminism and feminists. The very same feminists who claim it's all about the sisterhood, about letting women choose to live the life they want, about equality. And yet, when a woman doesn't follow the cult of feminism, doesn't do exactly what that cult tells them they must do, well, then they're excommunicated, expelled from womanhood, and viciously attacked and threatened. Some are even told they should be SA'd or R'd. I know because they tell me that. All because they made a choice that the cult of feminism doesn't approve of. Are you getting it yet, ladies?
It's weird, it's toxic, and above all else, it's lazy. Intellectually lazy.
No, as I said and will keep saying, it's feminism. Yeah, I know, I sound like a broken record, but facts are facts, and denying them isn't going to change a damn thing.
I can put myself in their shoes. I get the anger they have towards men. Some men are diabolical, depraved. I get it.
And there it is. She just went off the rails. Total train crash. The let's blame the men mindset that so many women have. All while never once admitting that some women are every bit as diabolical and depraved as men. But see, she and we can't have that conversation, can we? Which is exactly why things are the way they are.
But the truth is, a couple men betrayed you, disrespected you, lied to you, or broke something in you.
Credit where credit's due. She's right. A couple of men. But see, feminism decided that it's all men till it's no men. That even if it were only a couple, then every woman has to assume that every man is guilty. That paradigm is what's been ingrained so deeply into women now, I argue it's become part of their DNA. But again, let me point this out. They refuse to acknowledge that the exact opposite is also true. In fact, they get downright offended when you apply their standard, their very standard, to them. The one that says it's all men, to them by saying it's all women. They lose their minds, in fact, when you do. It's called hypocrisy, ladies, and all y'all wallow in it.
And that anger makes sense. And yeah, getting even, whatever that looks like to you, can make you feel like you're getting your power back.
And that's where false allegations come in. Because we all know how women love to wallow in victimhood and then use it as justification to, as she pointed out, get revenge. But as I suspect she's also about to point out, or at least I hope so, that comes at a cost.
It feels good for a moment. It can feel like you're the victor instead of the victim. But when that pain hardens and metastasizes into a whole belief system that all men invariably are trash, you've lost the plot.
Yep, exactly. And which is why we say that women as a group have collectively lost the plot. I mean, to say anything else would be an understatement.
You're not healing like you think you are. You're actually regressing. And it's no different than a man who gets burned by a couple women and becomes a full-on misogynist.
The irony being that what she just said proves she's actually a misandrist. Look, sweetie, men who get burned don't become full-on misogynists. Occasionally, sure. But again, you're applying the it's all men till it's no men standard. No, what men do is just walk away. Walk away from the toxicity and the very projection you just did, and all women do when you decide that men who get burned are misogynists.
But that's a problem, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And as I just said, what's hilarious is how she can't see it affects her every bit as much as the women she's trying to preach to.
Misandry and misogyny are the same hateful, hostile, and lazy ideologies.
I agree completely. You're 100% right, but there is one difference. You see, while misogyny is rightly demonized, most women deny that misandry even exists. So, now I'm going to stop her right there. She goes on a few more minutes with her video, but basically keeps saying the same thing. And I think we've seen enough to realize that, as I said at the beginning, more and more women are starting to get it. The problem is, even when they do, they just can't quite get over the hump. They just can't quite take that responsibility or accountability that they need to. Oh, sure, they may say some of the right words, but they're always going to be looking to bring the men into it, to point out that in some way it's the men's fault, to point out the bad things that some men do, as she did here. They just can't hold themselves up and admit that it's them who need to own their toxic behavior instead of trying to justify it or dismiss it with the "but men do it too" argument. Look, I guess progress is progress, but as we've seen here, what little is being made is still coming from a bubble of hate. A bubble of hate that, as I said earlier, has become so deeply ingrained in women, put there by feminism, that they simply cannot get out of it. I guess we'll take the win, however small, but until women are willing to take full accountability, it's not much, if any progress at all.